Hi, I'm Allison Trimble with Willfully Guided Horsemanship. This question was submitted from Katie Campbell in Alaska, and she says, I've started turning my horse around and he wants to step behind more than in front in his spin. And this is a great question, Katie. It actually is extremely common for a lot of horses to do when you start spinning them. The first thing to know about a turnaround is that it's forward motion. And unless you are able to have your horse reaching one foot around the other in front of that foot, you're never going to be able to have the proper foundation to build into a fast or a free spin down the road. So what happens with a lot of people is they start stepping their horse around here in a turnaround. And I think this is where most people get into trouble, is the easiest thing to feel sometimes is when it's wrong. And so they feel their horse move this way, but what they're feeling is this horse stopping, sucking back, and moving across. And so around properly, you're not going to really feel as much happening. So what I think happens is people start walking their horse around and they start asking him to step around into a turnaround, or they're not working them forward at all and they don't feel them stepping forward, or they start from a stop. And the way that they can feel their horse move across is as it steps behind here. So, and actually this is a problem that this horse has in a different way. It's just that he subtly wants to suck back a little more than another horse, and when he's moving forward the way he properly should, he really turns around nice, and when he sucks back a little bit, he can start getting his feet knocking together and kind of getting his own way. So what I would tell people to do is break the turnaround and think of it in a bunch of individual steps while you're first starting to move your horse. So I want you to start walking around in a circle, and all I want you to do is ask your horse to step across. And when you feel their shoulders move, I want you to release and keep walking forward in the same direction. So you're just going to be walking this circle, which is basically an extended version of the spin. You're going to ask them to move across, and then you're going to ask them to walk forward and up out of that. You can do this both directions. So the most important thing you can do to get your horse to stop stepping behind is to start moving him forward. Move him forward out into this circle, walk a nice circle, pick up and ask him to move across. If he does stop and step behind like this, ask him to move forward and then step across, and move forward and step across. So the last thing that I want you to remember when you're doing this is stick to one direction for a while. You know, work on your right turnarounds, ask him to move forward, move his shoulders over, walk forward, and work on that direction until you feel like you've accomplished something, and then switch and go the other direction. Don't be constantly going right turnaround to left turnaround. I think that the most important thing to remember is quitting where your horse is making progress. If your horse has been stepping behind a whole bunch and you finally get him to kind of go and cross forward and step, you want to release him there. And in no time, you're going to be able to have your horse turning around nice and free like that. Thanks, Katie, for your question. If you guys have any other questions or would like to submit a question or find out some more information about our program, visit www.willfullyguided.com. And remember, enjoy your horses.